Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of a pneumatic system. As we know that the pneumatic system is a fluid power system where the air or a gas medium we are going to use. If you use the air or a gas as a working medium in the pneumatic system, the concern to that, what are the advantages and disadvantages are there, I am going to discuss here. First, I'll take the advantages of pneumatic system. In that air is available abundance at all locations. Air is freely available and it is abundant in the environment, and that's why the working medium availability is very good. Air can be transported from the source to the point of utilization conveniently through piping layout, and there are no distance limitations. Okay, within the system from that, whatever the for a longer distance also in some of the applications where the borewell drilling, some of the other applications, there the air through the piping that will be transported in the that pneumatic system, and that's why there is no limitation in the distance where for that the air is to be supplied, and that advantage we can have from this pneumatic system. That's why in the borewell system and in the open well drilling, hole drilling system like that, there we are going to use this pneumatic system. Compressed air can be stored conveniently in a reservoir and used whenever required. The compressed air can be stored in the storage tank of the compressor, and that can be used whenever it is required. Compressed air is free from explosion and electrical hazard problems, as air is not catches the fire. Even though electrical spark it produces, it will not catch any fire. That's why it is free from the explosion and electrical hazards. The air is clean and has no leakage or messy problems like hydraulic fluids. Usually, the air is clean; it is not having any contaminants, and that's why the whatever the filtering of that air is not much required. And here there is no leakage of the uh, air will be taking place in the system because of the low pressure system or a low power system. In that we are going to use this air. Okay, in the hydraulic high power systems, there the fluid leakage problem is associated. Generally, temperature variation do not affect the performance of air systems as long as good air treatment systems like a filter regulator lubricator FRL unit. That FRL unit is an important unit in the hydraulic system, and that will maintains the airflow and its condition, and it lubrication what is required in the system that it will provides. And if it is a good condition, then the temperature variation also not affects. Then most components of air systems are simple and compact in design. The components which are used in the pneumatic system are simple and compact in design. Because of that, the cost of the pneumatic system is also less. Disadvantages of pneumatic system. First one is power. Air as a working medium is not useful for high power and high precision applications. We are not going to use this pneumatic system where the high power requirement is there, high precision requirement is there. Since air is compressible in nature, air is compressible. That will be whenever if you apply the more force, it will be get compresses. Then the required force it will not deliver. Lubrication, air is not good lubricating medium. The air will not lubricate the moving parts. In the hydraulic, wherever the fluid is flowing in the moving parts, that will be get lubricated. That's why in the pneumatic system, the additional lubrication system is required. The moving parts are to be lubricated properly. Heat dissipation. Air is due to its low conductivity cannot dissipate heat as much as hydraulic fluid. Wherever if we uh, compress it, if you apply the pressure on the fluid, its temperature will be increases, and that will carry the heat, and wherever the that is a low temperature region is there, it will dissipate to the atmosphere or some other components that will taking place in the hydraulic system. But in the pneumatic system, because of low conductivity of the air, it will not transfer the heat as much as in the hydraulic system. That's why here the separate the heat exchangers are used, and that should be ensured that whatever the heat is generated in the system, that should be dissipated. The sealing, air cannot seal the fine gaps between the moving parts, unlike hydraulic fluid. The hydraulic fluid, the oil will be goes to the that is fine gap between the moving parts, and there it will be seal that one. There is no leakage taking place that from that fine gaps, but the air is will not fill that gap, and through that also the leakage will be taking place, and that's why the whatever the gaps are there, those should not be uh, kept in the system, and otherwise there may be leakage of the air from the system. The sealing should be provided properly. Last one, noise and condensation. Air as a working medium is always noisy. Within the system or during the exhaust of the air, it will produce a large noise. And the whatever this pneumatic system where it is working, it will be noisy operation only because of the flow of the air within the system or during the exhaust from the system, and is prone to severe condensation problems. Okay, is prone to the severe condensation problems with temperature variations. Air contains some of the constituent gases, and some of the gases will be get condensed whenever the temperature changes. If it is condensed, then its volume will be reduces, and its the force carrying capacity will be reduces, and that's why that will be, if it is condenses, then the functioning of the pneumatic system will not be proper, and that's why in such situations we cannot use the pneumatic system. We have to prepare the hydraulic system. These are the major or main advantages and disadvantages concerned to the pneumatic system, and further the pneumatic systems I am going to discuss in next further sessions. Thanks for watching. If you like, share, subscribe and comment.